Century Water is now part of Aquatech, a global leader in water technology. This acquisition marks a new chapter in high-purity water innovation. We speak to Eugene Liu, CEO of Century Water, to understand how this partnership will shape the industry and how it brings the global center of excellence to life. So, Eugene, thank you for joining us. Let's begin with the big news. Let's talk about the acquisition and how two companies complement each other in bringing a global center of excellence to the market.
Okay, we see a few very obvious synergy for this acquisition between Aquatech and Century Water. So first of all, in terms of industry complementary, so basically Aquatech is very strong in power, desalination, oil and gas industry, while Century Water is specialized and focused in semiconductor, also a pharmaceutical industry for ultra-pure wastewater, water reclaim. So secondly, regional synergy. Basically, Aquatech is very strong in US, India, Europe, while they don't have a presence in Southeast Asia, especially Singapore, Malaysia. And this is where Century Water is stationed, a very strong position at. Thirdly, in terms of technologies, Aquatech have also very broad technologies in terms the FEDI, in terms of zero liquid discharge. Also, they have OER for resource recovery, while Century Water also have developed, also adopt several special membrane and also FPC technology for ultra-pure semiconductor. So basically, we see also very strong synergy between technology collaboration to bring into broader and wider applications, both in Singapore and worldwide. So lastly, and not the least, so basically, we also will benefit, Century Water will benefit definitely a lot to bring Aquatech's capability and experience to execute the larger mega size of project into Singapore and ASEAN regions, so that we are able to pursue our capability. We are not only limited to medium size project. We are able to execute any projects at any scales.
Okay, so that basically the acquisition helps Century Water execute and to do bigger projects. So
Yes.
how does it help in terms of like your mission for the ultra pure water solution? How does it accelerate your progress there?
Okay, so basically this acceleration will largely achieve through a global center of excellence for semiconductor. As just now I mentioned, definitely we will bring or we will collaborate with the global R&D activities from Aquatech on different technologies, from different industry applications, try to integrate together with our local own adopt technology process to continue improve the current UPW process and also the water reclaim process and efficiency to bring the better benefit to our customers in this region.
So with like ultra pure water so important to semiconductor and pharmaceutical manufacturing, how are those requirements changing now?
Okay, so first of all, why the ultra pure water is so critical for semiconductor is because ultra pure water is used mainly by production. It's direct doing all the different each step of the cleaning using the highest purity water with almost zero impurities. That's why the process of ultra pure water is very complicated, involving a lot of membrane technologies, UV technologies, ion exchange technologies. Okay, but with the semiconductor process, production process, zooming to smaller, the line widths, the challenges on the water quality actually also involving in terms of total organics, residues, in terms of particles, also in terms of special impurity like ureas. So basically, we are also keep on working together with our internal and external R&D teams to bring different technologies. Like recently, we deployed some of the latest advanced hollow fiber nanomembranes technologies. We're also adopting Aquatech's fatty technology to produce much better water quality on the boron removal, on the urea reductions. So this is basically the one of the very good synergy between us to really looking into the challenges and the tests and R&D and keep on come out the latest technology to cater all these challenges.
So what are the trends that are driving like global surge in demand for ultra pure water system, like especially like in Asia?
Okay, at this moment, why we are so much focused in Asia, especially in Singapore and also part of Malaysia, is because Asia is famous for, for talents with all the hardworking, analytical capabilities. More stringently, more precisely, is discipline, because semiconductor and pharmaceutical really requires, the production requires all these kind of talents to really for the best quality and the best yield. That's why we see still at least in the next 5 to 10 years, a lot of potentials, a lot of upcoming manufacturing setup in semiconductor, including the pharmaceutical in Singapore. And that's why this is also one of the reasons why Aquatech want to acquire Century Water, is to put our focus for future of the semiconductor growth in Asia, is also including Singapore.
Okay, so moving on to a different topic. So let's talk about sustainability now. So how are you helping manufacturers meet like increasingly strict environmental and regulatory requirements while maintaining ultra high purity?
Okay, so the sustainability, means for semiconductors water system, mainly we are talking about the water reclaim. As you know, PUB actually also imposed a very stringent water recycle regulations to all the semiconductor companies to achieve at least 50% of overall water recycle rate. At this moment, we still see quite a lot of gaps from our existing customers or other semiconductor companies in Singapore to achieve minimum this target. That's why together with Aquatech's global R&D specialist, we are coming up some of the advanced water reclaim, even resource recovery technology to help the customers in Singapore and in these regions to improving water recycle rate more than 50% or even up to 70%, which with the experience which that already achieved in many other industries, even 100% with zero LD experience and capabilities.
Okay, so on to my last question. So what innovation, new capabilities can we expect from Century Water now that you are part of Aquatech's Global Center of Excellence?
Yeah, okay. Just now I think briefly discussed. So basically, a few very mature, very advanced technology from Aquatech Global, including the FEDI, including OER, together with Century Water's latest effort to bring advanced nanofiltration membrane technologies, fluid test big crystallization technology to be adopted for both ultra pure water, wastewater treatment, and also water reclaim into the customers in semiconductor and pharmaceutical in this region. But definitely we are also continuously working together with local university and also external technology provider and suppliers to try to adopt pilot tests to come out the best, cost efficient and advanced solutions to fulfill the customers' challenges.
Okay, do you have any last word you'd like to add to let our audience know?
Okay, so basically, we are very excited with this acquisition from Aquatech. Both our Singapore team plus the Aquatech global team, we are expecting a much better collaboration and synergy in order to bring up both, companies, effort from technology, from project execution, even from the manpower we supply our manpower support from each other to really contribute the business and also bring the best benefit to customer in Singapore, also globally.
Thank you, Eugene, for sharing these insights. It's exciting to see what's ahead for Century Water and Aquatech. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay.